Jeff Beck. Bands were easy to spot when they were on tour. Long-haired guys, wearing cool clothes and carrying guitars. Their suitcases were covered with backstage passes. A hyper tour manager would be walking and talking a little faster than the rest. I would watch them walk by from my job at the host gift shop at O'Hare Airport. It was in Terminal 3 by American Airlines. My best friend Michelle worked in Terminal 2 by United Airlines. A band rarely got past us. It was a Friday when I spotted the Jeff Beck group coming through. They were playing at the Erie Crown Theater and the show was sold out. But that wouldn't stop us. Let's go anyway, Michelle. We raced home from work, changed our clothes, freshened our makeup, and I pumped up my curls before heading to the show. We'll go backstage, I yelled over the 8-track. David Bowie was playing. Just follow me and act like we're supposed to be there. When we got there, we made our way down a long, dark cement hallway. We passed the buses, trucks, and loading dock until we found the backstage door. We walked right in like we were supposed to be there and asked around till we found Jeff's manager. I told him that I met Jeff through my job at American Airlines. He invited me and a friend to come to the show tonight. Of course, I was stretching the truth a little. I didn't work for American Airlines. I worked near American Airlines. But I knew the band had flown into Chicago on American Airlines. So I figured it was worth a gamble. Hold on, he said. I'll go get Jeffrey. Jeffrey? They called him Jeffrey, and in a minute, Jeffrey was going to be standing right in front of us. That minute seemed like an eternity. Michelle and I laughed and gave each other that, uh-oh, here we go look. We were either going to get kicked out, or we were going to have the time of our lives and a night to remember. I felt my face turn bright red as Jeffrey walked up with his adorable face, shaggy brown haircut, and those high-waisted, super sexy tight jeans. Laura, great to see you. He gave me a hug. Give them a couple of tickets and backstage passes. Why don't you come back after the show and join us for some cocktails? Thank you, I would love that. The show was incredible. The band was made up of super accomplished players. Cozy Powell was on drums, Max Middleton on keyboards. They had a singer named Bobby Tench. I loved him. He had a great voice. Clive Chaman played bass, and I remember noticing how great he was. But Jeff, he was a star. He led the band with some awesome blues riffs and jazz melodies. The whole crowd was into the music. The theater was filled with smoke and a laid-back vibe. After the show, Michelle and I went backstage to the VIP room for the after party. We helped ourselves to drinks at the faux wood and mirrored bar and got comfortable on some big white leather couches. I started talking with one of the roadies, and pretty soon it became apparent that we were the only ones there outside of the band and the crew, and definitely the only females. In those days, pot was everywhere, especially at rock shows. Cocaine had become a status symbol, the latest drug of choice. Celebrities and rock stars were openly doing it in clubs, and they were even talking about it on television. It was exciting, and I wanted to experience it. So when my new roadie friend asked me if I wanted to try some, I said sure. We went into a bathroom and locked the door. He reached into his jean pocket and pulled out a mirror, put it on the counter. Then he pulled out a little packet, a dollar bill, and a razor blade. put a little Coke on the mirror, use the razor blade to chop, and then push the cocaine into neat little lines. Took the dollar bill and rolled it up, put it on one nostril, and took a big sniff. I paid close attention, so when it was my turn, I tried to do it just like him. Then he showed me how to put a little bit on my gums, which made my mouth go numb. Now, I'm a pretty good talker. I was talking the whole time we were in the bathroom. The Coke seemed to make me talk even more and faster at first. When we left the bathroom, we returned to the party. I started to feel uncomfortable. My hands were cold and clammy. Suddenly, I didn't want to be around people. I went out in the hallway, found another room, went in there and tried to relax on one of those big leather couches. A few minutes later, the door opens and in comes Jeff BECK. Hello, Jeffrey. We started talking. He asked me what I thought of the show, and I told him I loved it, and I thanked him for the excellent seats. We started talking, and he asked me what I thought of the show. I told him I loved it. Then he asked, why are you in here alone? I told him I tried some Coke, and now I'm cold, and I don't feel so good. He took off his coat and wrapped it around my shoulders. Hold on a minute, I'll be right back. When he came back, he had his guitar and a little pig nose amplifier. He plugged in his guitar into the amp and he started playing for me. Believe me, that's how I felt. It was beautiful. He played and I listened. I started to warm up and come down. After a while, he stopped playing and asked if I was feeling better. I definitely was. Jeff and I walked back to the party where I found Michelle talking to a couple of the band members. I think she was totally unaware that I was even gone. The night was winding down, but before we left, Jeff came over to check on me one more time. Of course he did. The man and his music have healing powers. As we said our goodbyes, we gave each other one more hug. Until the next time, he said. Over the next few years, I ran into Jeff many times, and he always was the same kind, wonderful, sweet man. Love you, Jeffrey. Thank you.